Hello, my name is Raven Estrada. I've been a client at Shepherd's Door since 2021. I was in a domestic violence relationship, and due to those circumstances, I was court ordered to do the BATTER program. I found and stayed to finish my court order requirements at Shepherd's Door because I felt comfortable and respected, where they didn't judge me for my circumstances I was in, but instead was educated on domestic violence in a way I was able to understand. After finishing the program, they pointed to me in the right direction to start the expungement process, which I was approved of. With Shepherd's Door open door policy, they extended their support group where I continued to grow and get the support I needed. Earlier this year, I found myself in a situation where I was at risk of becoming homeless due to being in a domestic violence with family. Shepherd's Door helped me get out of the situation and helped me get into low-income housing where I'm currently living with my two daughters. Shepherd's Door gave me the opportunity to enter a different career path to work as a case manager at Shepherd's Door. They helped me to get childcare for my daughters, helped me to get resources for my ADHD, and helped me with the legal process to get custody for my daughters. To say that Shepherd's Door has helped me out would be an understatement. I wouldn't be the woman I am today if it wasn't for Shepherd's Door and Tanisha believing me and helping me. Thank you, Shepherd's Door.
Hi, I am Jazz Cohen. I live in Pasadena, and I got to Shepherd's Door when I was homeless. So the owner or the founder of Shepherd's Door passed me a card for a turkey giveaway. And at this time in my life, I was really alone and not really, I had just gotten to the Pasadena area. And when she gave me that card, it was just really heartfelt. There was just something about her presence that was really heartfelt and really touching. And the fact that she looked like me really also made it, genuine. So I went to the turkey giveaway, and then I found out about Shepherd's Doors meetings. There were like these meetings. I think we were meeting like every Thursday. And at that time, like I said, I was pregnant, and I was pregnant. I was in a shelter and low self-esteem, and I had been on the homeless track for what was probably close to 6 years at that time. And I was, I don't know, I just was able to come to the group meetings. And I don't know, like I said, I felt so ugly at that time in my life. And it was just a real confident booster to be able to come and meet with like-minded women. And after I had my baby, Shepherd's Door actually connected me to other people. So I got to connect with another group, another pregnant group, because everybody in the group we're basically dealing with domestic violence. But Shepherd's Door connected me with another group of people that were all pregnant. So I got to have a connection with that. And then Shepherd's Door also, well, in that period of me pregnant and things of that nature, I found a birth center that motivated me to want to go back to school.
My name is Wendy. I became homeless in 2016. I was having substance abuse for 15 years. In 2021, after 4 years of being homeless and being on drugs and everything, I decided to change my life. I went into a detox, came out, and I continued to be homeless, but I was going strong, learning how to talk, walk, learn, read, everything. And all that happened thanks to Shepherd's Door. Because 4 months barely of being sober, I started here at Shepherd's Door. And I started with Shepherd's Door through being at a shelter. Thank you to Miss Linda, Miss Tanisha, and everyone at Shepherd's Door. I learned how to do all that again. They taught me how to advocate for myself. They told me how to continue to be strong. And I felt so good because I was open with them, and they did not, what's that word? They did not look at me wrong. They did not kick me out. Because I wasn't just an employee here, I was also a client here. So I learned throughout the time being here how to be a better mother, how to be a better person, how to be a stronger person. So thanks to Shepherd's Door, I continue to be sober. I do have an apartment, also thanks to Shepherd Store, because my credit just on my own was not good enough. And I was really turning, feeling bad about it. But right away, Shepherd Store just jumped in. They said, you're not going to go back to homeless. We're going to work with you. And I felt so good because they saw me not only as an employee, but also as a client. And I felt really good being here. I felt blessed being here. And all I can say is the scars in my life, I will not go back and change them because they taught me who I am. They taught me to be the person who I am now. And that's also thanks to Shepherd Store. Both my son just graduated from high school, Pasadena High School. He now works with me at Huntington Hospital. And I was able to go back to school, again, thanks to Shepherd Store. They gave me that chance to go to school while I was still here. They gave me the time to be able to study. They gave me the time to be able to do what I had to do for school.
My name is Lachey. I came to Shepherd Store about a year and a half ago. I didn't really think much of it at the beginning. I just wanted to get the class signed up for and get the process started. Initially, when I was searching for classes, a lot of the places either didn't answer or it just seemed kind of rigid or their numbers were out of service. So when I came here, they didn't answer initially, but the voicemail of her mom felt really warm and inviting. And I don't live too far from this community, so I appreciated that, it's something close by and that wouldn't be too much of a stress to get to. So initially when I started off, I just didn't know where to start or where to go. I had a lot of emotions going through me. And I just felt like at a loss in that moment. And I felt like coming here was very relaxing and at times not so relaxing because sometimes this class forces you to look within yourself and highlight the things that are holding you back internally and face them as opposed to running away from them.
My name is Alex Murillo. I came to Shepherd Store through Grandview. My story is like this. I was at home and I hadn't been drinking or using drugs for 2 days. I was cooking. There was a mess in the kitchen and my mom got upset and a fight broke out. There was no hitting, there was no violence or nothing like that. So I ended up going to jail. My family did not show up to jail to press charges. What they actually said in the police statement was that they wanted me to get help because they were just scared of how I would act. And then I went to jail. I saw what jail was like and I did not like it. I don't want to go back. So I put myself into a recovery center. On my way out from the recovery center, the court asked for me to do domestic violence classes. And that's how I found Shepherd Store. Shepherd Store has been a blessing to me because every Saturday that I have the class, I tend to relate to a lot of stories. And I come from a background of where we're not supposed to talk about our problems. My culture is like, no, we don't believe in therapy or we don't believe in communicating our problems. What this program has taught me is I can sit amongst a bunch of men and talk about stuff. And even, one thing, I'm sorry, I just got a little emotional, but even one thing that I've learned through Shepherd Store is I'm able to think ahead. I know we're supposed to think about today, but the questions they ask in there is like, where do you see yourself in 5 years? It's something I didn't have a conversation with my dad about. And Shepherd Store has allowed me to, hey, I could set goals at 47 years old. I could reach something, still do something at 47. My life doesn't have to be about gangs and drugs and alcohol. And Shepherd Store made me realize that I don't have an anger problem unless I use alcohol and drugs, and a couple of days later. You know, the problem is me. A shepherd store made me realize that I was victimizing myself, though, and I was boo-hoo and blaming others. They made me realize what my problems were internally, emotionally. And I will tell you something. If I have to say something, I learned a lot about my parents through this program. I learned a lot about generational trauma. I learned a lot about interracial trauma. I learned a lot about a lot of things. And the most thing is communication. Is being able to just express my feelings amongst a bunch of men.
Hi, my name is Bonnie. I came to Shepherd's Door because I had a domestic violence case and I needed to take classes to close that case. I was a little nervous when I first came to Shepherd's Door, but Tanisha made it very comfortable for me. She's very much relatable. I slowly but surely felt that I can come out of the box and, you know, not be as shy. This program is definitely life-changing. I learned boundaries. I learned about just having self-esteem, the fact that I'm not the only one who have experienced this situation, and I'm not the first, nor am I gonna be the last. And so, just like Tanisha, she was able to use her story to help someone else, such as myself, and I'm hoping that I'll be able to do that one day as well. I do feel like in some cases, we experience generational curses, and in regards to domestic violence, this is something that I've seen with my mother, with my father. You know, unfortunately, I had to experience the same situation, but I'm hoping that I will be the last so that I wouldn't pass down the generational curse to my children. I know that's pretty deep, but that's how I look at it. But this program has allowed me to have the courage to know that it ends with me. And unfortunately, I did experience domestic violence in so many different ways. And I'm just hoping that in this present time and moving forward in my future, I can look past it and it'll allow me to grow as a stronger woman. Because I didn't feel stable, I found myself being very stagnant and stuck in a very domestic violence situation, abusive, whether it's verbal and physical. So Shepherd's Door has allowed me and have actually opened doors to where I was able to gain the stability that I needed, to where I actually feel comfortable to sit here and share my story. This program is definitely one of a kind, and I'm so grateful that I was able to meet Tanisha and the team.
Hello, hi, I'm Tanisha O'Fray, the co-founder of Shepherd's Door Domestic Violence Resource and Education Center, located here in beautiful, sunny Pasadena, California.